Hello everyone and welcome to my final installment of my favorite fragrances of all time, top 20. This will be 5 to 1. So starting at number 5 is something that I have enjoyed since I started reviewing. If you guys know me and you were subscribed to my other channel that I don't have anymore, I used to call this my favorite fragrance of all time a while back. It is not anymore, but it made it at number 5. And it's one that really kind of introduced me to fragrance being more than just a way to smell a pleasant smelling odor, um, but like art. Okay, so something that could transform from the beginning to end. And I did use, like I said, I used to call this my favorite. It is not my favorite. It is number 5 though, for good reason, and it is Terry Mugler Angel Men. Now, what's awesome about this fragrance is not only do I love it, and you know me, you know that I love gourmands, um, but it actually introduced me to the fragrance community. I was at a Macy's 2 years ago, and one of the sale representatives was trying to push this Angel Men on me. You know, he's like, "Oh, everyone's raving about it right now. Blah blah blah. It's something that's blowing me away right now." Because I asked him, "What's a fragrance that's blowing you away? I want to try something new instead of my same old Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce." So he suggested this one. But when he sprayed it on me, of course, you get that tar note at the top. I was not impressed. I went home. I was like, on the way home, I was like, what is this? What's going on here? This stinks. Um, but I smelled it on my hand like an hour later, and I really liked the smell of it. It was like a dirty, earthy brownie batter, And I he gave me a sample to take home, and I was spraying. I was like, I really like this. I'm gonna see if because I had been a YouTube subscriber, for a while, but I didn't know about the fragrance community. I didn't know people reviewed colognes or anything like that. So I looked it up just to see if anyone reviewed fragrances, because I saw reviews on freaking chewing tobacco. So I was like, oh, there's got to be a review on this somewhere. And lo and behold, I see T Sweatcough, I see Mark. I watched the reviews. They said that they loved it, that they got great feedback with it. So I went ahead and purchased it. I got the rubber flask, and I went through all that. And then I was like, I love this stuff, so I'm going to get the big metal flask. I love this bottle. I love the juice. Number 5, Angel Men, my introduction to understanding the fragrances develop from something that might be somewhat harsh to something beautiful, and my introduction to the fragrance community. So number 5, Terry Mugler's Angel Men. Number 4 was actually my introduction to niche. It's my first niche bottle I ever purchased. Um, and at the time, this was also about 2 years ago when I first started subscribing to like Mark Cubby, uh, the original Tim, T Sweatcough. Hero had a few videos up at that point. Kerosene. I think only Kerosene had a review on this. And this in particular didn't really interest me that much, other than the fact that it was an Andy Warhol fragrance. And I'm very into art. I love art. I love photography. I love painting. I love drawing. Um, so I was like, okay, I got to try this. Um, and it is Andy Warhol's Silver Factory. Now, what I loved about this was everyone was raving about New Harlem. Okay, this was New Harlem's like introduction to YouTube at this point, and I called up Bond Number 9 and bought like 15 samples or whatever for like $20. And when I got this, I put it on my skin. And I was like, oh God, what is this? Because the introduction is very harsh. But I sniffed my wrist like half hour later, and it was making its way into that sweet amber and incense. I was like, oh my God, I've never smelled anything like this. It's exotic. It's great. The jasmine's starting to play a role. It's starting to get a little bit of a sweet factor. And I absolutely love this stuff. And ladies love this stuff. I can't even tell you how many compliments I've gotten with this. And it's great because you wouldn't think so because of my age. I'm 21. You wouldn't think that girls my age would appreciate this type of fragrance, but they do. It works so well on my skin. I love this stuff, and it just makes it that much better that other people love it on me because I can wear this being 100% confident. I know a lot of people find it like kind of a daring scent, but not for me because I'm really comfortable wearing it and people seem to love it on me. So that makes me happy. And it was my first bottle that I purchased that was niche, and the first $200 I dished out for a bottle. Um, yes, I do like this better than L'air de Desaméricain. I know they're compared quite a bit because they're both amber incense fragrances. Yes, I like this better than Jubilation 25 by Amouage. This one, just plain and simple, does it for me for this category of incense and amber, for incense especially. And it's my favorite bond number 9. Always will have a bottle of this, I promise you that. Number 4, bond number 9, Silver Factory. Number 3, um, this is my favorite Tom Ford fragrance. You probably could already guess what it is. And the reason why it is because I get something completely different on my skin than what everybody else explains. Um, it is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Now, this is my favorite tobacco-based fragrance. First of all, I love vanilla done right, and I love tobacco done right. Put them in combination, amazing. But the thing is that when I put this on my skin, after about an hour, it smells not only like tobacco and vanilla, but you ever smell like mushy cocoa pebbles, like that chocolatey cocoa smell? That's what I get on my skin, mixed with like a little bit of marshmallow and tobacco and vanilla, and I love it. Like, I love my gourmands. Love it. It's like a gourmand with tobacco. Oh my god. I love Tom Ford. He's I love all his fragrances. I love his clothes, everything. Just great designer. And this is one of the best things I've ever come across. I wear it in the summertime. I wear it in the winter. It doesn't matter to me because I love this stuff. Literally, like, I don't care that it's $200 for 50 ml. I will buy this over and over again. And the thing that's great about it is I really only need one spray because it's very potent. So if you look at it that way, you're kind of getting your money's worth, sort of. 50 ml should last you a pretty long time, like at least a year, I'd say. If you're doing one spray, 2 max, should be fine. But the thing is like I said, what this does to me on my what it does on my skin, just I can't even describe how much I love this fragrance. So that's number 3, Tobacco Vanille. Okay, number 2 and number 1. They both are number 1. Brilliant. But I didn't want to make this more complicated than it had to be and make 2 number 1s and try to fill in, an extra spot on my top 20. I've been compiling this list for over 6 months. Literally, I've been trying to come up with a list because, I'm not so sure that I want to continue reviewing. I just wanted to put this out as like my epic last thing that I can do to help any subscriber, just in case I feel like stopping at any point. I can go out saying that I told you guys what my favorites are because I know how difficult it can be when you hear hype all the time about different things. And chances are the things that are getting hyped, some of them at least, are going to be ones you're really going to enjoy. Like Shir Guy, L'air de Desaméricain, Moscaravajor, the Chanels. They're all going to be ones that are universally pleasant to people. So I really wanted to put out my 2 cents on my favorites just to kind of help just in case, I decide to stop anytime soon. Um, so number 2, I feel like $1,000,000 in. I mean, this stuff just, I project confidence and I radiate confidence and I just feel amazing when I wear this stuff. It is an homage. So it's not Jubilation 25 because I said I like Silver Factory better than Jubilation 25. This is compared to Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Mans. I will say that this is about a million times better than Le Mans, although I do really enjoy Le Mans and I own Le Mans. This is just, beyond a fragrance to me. This is like, I can't even explain to you how much I love this stuff. And I feel like not a lot of people give it enough credit on YouTube. But it is Amouage Reflection Man. This stuff just, a gorgeous bottle. And I adore it. It's worth every penny to me. Yes, it is almost a $300 bottle, but you know what? If it's something that's going to be like your signature scent, which this is going to be my signature scent, other than my number one, um, then it's okay. It's worth it, right? I mean, you're not going to be buying the bottle, a ton of other bottles all the time. If you've kind of chosen a couple that are going to be the ones that you use all the time, it's not that big a deal. It's very expensive, yes, I know, but it's quality. It lasts a long time, and I promise you this: nobody's gonna complain about you wearing it, because I have gotten more compliments with this than almost anything else, except for, I'll say, Millesime Imperial is on par with it, and my number one. So that is Amouage Reflection Man, and it could easily be my signature scent. Like I said, this and number one are pretty much tied. The only thing is I use number one a little bit more. And on to my number one. You guys should know what this is. I've had it in my top fall list, and I said there was going to be in all my list: winter, spring, fall, and it's just I haven't smelled anything that's made me this excited about wearing anything in a long time since I found this. And I found this in like May. The reason why I got it actually is because Mark sent me um, a gift for Lucky Scent, and I ended up getting this. So thank you again, Mark. And this is become my signature scent, and I absolutely love it. If I only had one bottle, this would probably be it. This or the Reflection Man. And I feel so great when I wear this. So confident, so comfortable. It's a comfortable scent for me, and I get a lot of great feedback with it. I get more compliments with this than most anything, except for like Reflection and Millesime Imperial. This is it. Van Cleef and Arpels Midnight in Paris. This is the EDP though. A little bit creamier, richer than the EDT. I Another Olivier Polish creation that you just can't go wrong with. Everyone, says that Bulgari Black is better than this. I don't think so. Although Bulgari Black did make it on my top 20 at number 20, this is my number one. I freaking love it. So, guys, I hope I have helped you out, and I hope you have enjoyed. And this is my top 5 favorite fragrances out of the top 20, and I hope you guys liked every one of the videos in my top 20. Alright, guys, guys and gals, I will see you and talk to you later.